Nehemiah 5. Then there arose a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren the Jews. For there were that said, We, our sons and our daughters, are many. Let us get grain, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, We are mortgaging, mortgaging our fields and our vineyards and our houses. Let us get grain because of the deers. There were also that said, We have borrowed money for the king's tribute upon our fields and our vineyards. Even it now for our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, and lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought into bondage already. Neither is it in our power to help it, for other men have our fields and our vineyards. And I was very angry when I heard their cry and these words. Then I consulted with myself and contended with the nobles and the rulers, and said them, I exact usury every one of his brother, and I held a great assembly against them. And I said unto them, We after our ability have redeemed our brethren the Jews that were sold unto the nations, and would ye even sell your brethren, and should they be sold unto us? Then held they their peace, and found never a word. Also, I said, The thing that ye do is not good. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the nations, of our nations, our enemies? And I likewise, my brethren and my servants, do lend them money and grain. I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them even this day their fields, their vineyards, their olive yards, and their houses, also the hundredth part of the money, and of the grain, the new wine, and the oil that ye exact of them. Then said they, We will restore them, and will require nothing of them. So will we do even as thou sayest? Then I called the priests, and took an oath of them that they would do according to this promise. Also I shook out my lap and said, So God shake out every man from this house and from his labor that performeth not this promise, that even thus be he shaken out and emptied. And all the assembly said, Amen, and praised Jehovah. And the people did according to this promise. Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be their governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year even unto the 32nd year of Artaxerxes, the king, that is 12 years. I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor, but the former governors that we before me were chargeable unto the people, and took of them bread and wine, besides 40 shekels of silver. Yea, even their servants bear rule over the people, but so did not I, because of the fear of God. Also I continued in the work of this wall, neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. Moreover, there were at my table of the Jews and the rulers 130 men, besides those that came unto us from among the nations that were round about us. Now that which was prepared for one day was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared for me, and once of 10 days store of all sorts of wine. It for all these I demanded not the bread for the governor, because the bondage was heavy upon these people. Remember unto me, O my God, for good all that I have done for this people.